Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. Let's talk about Freiburg versus West Ham and also the performance of Mohammed Kudus. And honestly, coming into this game, if you look at statistics-wise, these two teams have already met this season in the Europa League in the group stages, where West Ham won both legs. So coming into this game, West Ham were the upper team. They had the upper hand because they have beaten Freiburg like twice before. But then that wasn't the case today in the knockout stages of the Europa League. Freiburg were playing at home, so definitely they had home support. Plus the fact that West Ham won their last two games. So coming into this game, we all thought West Ham were picking up form, like the way they picked it up at the beginning of the season. But coming into this game, I felt like Freiburg did their homework. They made sure that they do not repeat any of the mistakes they did when they faced the West Ham in the group stages. They played very well. They played to their strength, which is very important for every team. And I'm really excited with the way Freiburg played. But for West Ham, I felt like they had so many chances they could have, used to score a goal, probably win this game. But then they didn't capitalize on that one. And they got punished in the game. Yes, Mohammed Kudus played. Paqueta played. Jarell played this game while Prowse was in this game. But then that didn't guarantee them all full 3 points in the game. I felt like West Ham didn't really play well when it came to today's game against Freiburg. They didn't really play well. But I felt like they were not clinical enough. They were creating chances and they were better off in the second half as compared to the first half. And West Ham, when they considered the goal in the second half, I knew it would be very difficult for them to, actually come back from that goal down. And they were not able to. But then Mohammed Kudus played in that game, and honestly, whoever watched that game would attest to the fact that Mohammed Kudus came alive in the game against Freiburg, especially in the second half. He was playing very well. He played really, really well. There were several instances in the game where he created chances for his teammates, who I believe should have scored. Mohammed Kudus himself had a couple of chances himself. But guys, it's the game of football, and I believe they're going to come back better as a team. But then let's take a look at Mohammed Kudus' performance in numbers. In that game, he played the full 90 minutes plus extra time. He had a total touch of 57. Accurate passes completed was 30 out of 35, accumulating to 86%. He gave 3 key passes. Crosses accurate was 1 out of 3. Long balls accurate was 1 out of 1. And big chances created was 2. Yes, Mohammed Kudus created 2 big chances in the game. As I said earlier, I was so surprised the teammate they were not able to actually capitalize on that. And if you look at his XA, when it comes to like expected goals, he had 0.91. That's for Mohammed Kudus. If you take a look at the other statistics for Mohammed Kudus, he had 1 shot of target, 1 shot on target, 1 block shot, and dribble attempted successful was 2 out of 4. Ground balls 1 was 3 out of 8. And if you are looking for any West Ham player who was highly rated by SofaScore, it was Mohammed Kudus. He was rated for 7.4. Yes, Mohammed Kudus was rated 7.4 by SofaScore. And honestly, Mohammed Kudus was so good in this game. But then I think collectively, West Ham let themselves down and also the team down, because I believe this was a game they could have easily won if they were clinical enough, if they were able to take their chances. But then they were not able to do so and they got punished by Freiburg. There is a return leg to play, and I believe that once they do that and they work on their mistakes, they should be able to do well in the second leg or in the return leg. But then guys, this is the performance of Mohammed Kudus. Now let's move away from Mohammed Kudus and talk about Tariq and lamptey, who also featured for Brighton and Hove Albion as they face off with AS Roma. And looking at the fact that AS Roma are in great shape, great form, this game was going to be very difficult for Brighton and Hove Albion. Already, they were not doing well in the English Premier League. Brighton and Hove Albion were not doing well in the English Premier League. So they lost that game by 4-0. Yes, Brighton and Hove Albion lost that game by 4-0. And Tariq Lamptey actually played the full 90 minutes in that game. So guys, let's take a look at Tariq Lamptey's performance in numbers for Brighton and Hove Albion against AS Roma. He played the full 90 minutes. Block shot was 2, interception was 1, ground balls 1 was 2 out of 4, aerial balls 1 was 1 out of 1. Total touch was 37, accurate passes was 21 out of 22. If you count down, you would notice that there is long ball successful 1 out of 1, dribble attempted successful was 2 out of 2. Percentage-wise, when it comes to accurate passes, was 95%. He was rated 6.8 by SofaScore. Yes, that's Tariq Lamptey's rating by SofaScore. I think the return leg is going to be very difficult for Brighton and Hove Albion. They considered 4 goals against AS Roma. It would take a miracle for them to turn this around, but then I just believe that it's going to be a very difficult task. Brighton and Hove Albion themselves have not been on great form this season, but then they can turn things around if they work collectively as a team and follow tactical instructions from the coach. But guys, lastly, let's talk about Jarell, who featured for Liverpool. And honestly, Liverpool are strong contenders when it comes to teams that can win the Europa League. And today they played against Sparta Praha. And Ghanaian, young player, a black star prospect, English-born Ghanaian defender called Jarell Quansah started for Liverpool. A very enterprising defender. And in that game, he played the full 90 minutes. That is his statistics according to numbers. He had 4 clearances. He also had 4 tackles. Ground balls won was 8 out of 12, which is very impressive. If you take a look at other statistics of Jarell Quansah, he had a total touch of 94 and accurate passes of 73 out of 78, accumulating to 94%. And this looks like a typical ball-playing centre-back. A typical ball-playing centre-back that I believe that if Ghana is able to convince him to join the Black Stars would help us a lot. If you look at his long balls accurate, it is 2 out of 3. Dribbles attempted successful was 3 out of 4. He was rated 7.1 by SofaScore. A very impressive performance from Jarell Quansah. I'm really impressed with the way he has played today for Liverpool, and he has been very impressive anytime he wears that Liverpool jersey. He puts on good numbers, and he's a ball-playing centre-back. So, it's interesting to see how he navigates that with, defending abilities, and he's very, very good. He's one for the future for Liverpool and also for the Black Stars. Let's not forget he's eligible to play for England and also for Ghana. But then if the GFA do their things right, we could get a talent on our hands. Jarell Quansah is one for the future. With the way he tackles, with the way he passes, it is very, very impressive. Not going to lie, it is very, very impressive. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the performances of Ghanaian and Black Star players who played in the Europa League. Mohammed Kudus West Ham faced off with Freiburg. Things didn't go their way, but then Mohammed Kudus did not disappoint when it came to his performance. Also, Brighton and Hove Albion lost to AS Roma by 4 goals to 0. Tariq Lamptey featured in that game. We are going to see what happens in the return leg. And lastly, Liverpool won by 5 goals to 1, where Black Star prospect Jarell Quansah faced off with Sparta Praha and performed very well. Let me know your thoughts about their performances down below in the comment section. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.